What's up, you guys? How you doing today? So I got a question from Livy that actually kind of inspired this video to be a non-edited video. However, this is the third time that I'm recording this because every other time that I've recorded it, just stuff was kind of going weird, and not necessarily from the trade chat point of view, just from, I don't know. That's not even important. What's important is just know that a lot of this video is going to be unedited. When you guys see the question, you'll understand why. Let's just get into it. So the question is from Livy. He says, "Hey Neo, I've been watching your vids for a week now, and I just wanted to say that it really inspired me to really make platinum in the game as I did, but I always end up in a weird situation where I tried to sell for too high or buy for too low, and I don't know how to get out of this. Anyway, I love your vids. Keep up the good work. Cheers." To which I responded, as far as you guys being in trade chat, basically, this takes time to learn, and even when you were learned, you still may find that people don't respond to messages. It's normal. Sometimes you're not fast enough. Sometimes they have a specific price in mind, and they're too stupid to just post their price. Sometimes they make fake posts and just want to see other people just to see what other people respond. And there are many reasons why people don't respond. A lot of the times, it's not you. Don't let it get you down. It's totally normal. And although I don't put it in videos, it happens a lot. So that's what the point of this video is supposed to be. It's supposed to be for me to go through trade chat and kind of show you guys how when you're posting stuff and you're not always getting hit up. Like a lot of times on my videos when I'm, you guys are seeing all the sales and stuff that I'm making, all the trades that I'm doing, that's over time. You guys can see the timestamps in the video if you go back and check them out. And you can see that sometimes a lot of time elapsed before I wound up making, any trades or anything like that. So it's totally normal. One thing that I wanted to kind of touch on here in his question is, so there's a kind of a price range. I feel like part of what he might also be asking, and I think what will help you guys out too, is kind of understanding this. So how far should you, bargain high or low, whether you're going to sell or buy? How much of a price difference should you throw down? And let's say you're working with something that's 10 to 50 platinum. If it's anywhere between the 10 to 50 platinum range, then generally you could try to buy for about 10 platinum less, or try to sell for 10 platinum more. As far as that goes, if you see something that's in the game and its average price is anywhere between like 50 and 100, you could jump anywhere between, you could jump maybe about 20 platinum lower, 20 platinum higher. These are just averages, by the way. These are just generalized averages that I'm giving you. If you see something in the game that's maybe around 100 platinum to 2 or 300 platinum, you might be able to jump your price as far as buying or selling, up to maybe 50 platinum. Either try to buy it 50 less, try to sell it for 50 more. If you see anything that's maybe around like 300 platinum or higher, then now you're looking at like the 100 platinum range. If somebody's looking to buy something, let's say like a rhino, for example, and they're trying to buy it for 400, where his price is averaging 500, you could sit here and try to sell that rhino for 500 platinum, or you could try to take their 400 platinum and be like, yo, I'll buy it for 350 or 300. You could do that. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it, although just know that when you're playing those games and you're not matching people's prices, it's just going to take longer. I mean, as you guys have probably already found out being in trade chat. So you kind of just want to look at it like that. If you see something that somebody's selling for like 600, 700, 800 platinum, like if I saw somebody selling something or wanting to buy something for 800 platinum, I might throw down another 200 on top of that. I might be like, all right, 1,000 platinum then. Just so you guys kind of get an idea as to how far it would make sense to go. Like, how far can you stretch your prices, either higher or lower? How far can you reach to really try to get a sale that's going to benefit you while you're buying low or selling high? And I think those price ranges are just kind of like, the where you guys should have your minds wrapped around. Like, if you see something 800 platinum, you could go another 200 platinum on it. If you see somebody trying to sell something for 500 platinum, you could try to drop it by 100. You could try to if you're selling it, if it's 500 and you're trying to sell it, you could maybe sell it for another 100 platinum on top of that. Like, those aren't the name of the game in trade chat is buy low, sell high, right? So you guys can totally have prices that fluctuate at that kind of difference and stuff like that. So two things that I want to go over really quick with you guys. This video is definitely going to wind up being way different than I originally planned on it being, but I know you guys are finding this stuff helpful and everything, so I'm just going to keep it going the way it is. So one thing I want to touch on right now really quick is, if you guys are brand new to the video, pause right here and just take a look at this. You guys have the ability to actually win platinum over here. We do it every single week. 3 platinum winners are chosen every week over here on YouTube. and just look at how you guys can enter. And then over on my Twitch channel, 3 Platinum giveaway winners, you guys actually earn giveaways over on my Twitch channel. They're not random like they are here on YouTube. So 6 possible chances in this community win Platinum. And you guys can check all that out. All right, so getting back into the video, another thing I want to touch on really quick is Michele over here, who's another Warframe partner, is actually interviewing me tomorrow on a podcast. And you guys will be able to check him out at twitch.tv. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to be there for that. But also, you guys can see this tweet that I've posted right here. This is where you can @ him any questions that you might want him to ask me in the interview or stuff like that. They can be as, you know, serious or silly as you want the questions to be. It doesn't really matter what you guys ask. When he interviews other partners, I've actually had him ask them really silly questions and stuff like that. But all that being said, just another cool thing that's going on around the community, so you guys can check that out. But okay, so back into the video. Let's do this for a little bit. Why don't we work on seeing what we got over here. So want to buy Banshee Prime Systems 15. Want to buy Valkyr set 250, right? So he wants to buy it for that. So I'm going to message him 100p for Valk. Right? Now, most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to get ignored, or he's going to be like, no, that's not even cool, like, because our prices just aren't matching here. And then we got Rivens over here. Want to buy from Mirage. What else we got? Want to buy Necros Prime Systems and Blueprint. Want to buy Necros let me see. Want to buy... See, you know what I should do, too? I should also post this ridiculous message. And when I say ridiculous message, I don't actually mean that the message itself is ridiculous. I mean that these prices that I'm posting here are stretch prices. Now, I did this the other 2 times that I've made this video, and no one's hit me up for this. I only got one person hitting me up trying to tear apart one of my Loki sets because he just wanted one part, and I'm not about that life. Like, I don't like, if I have a full set, I'm not gonna rip my set apart, because you can generally sell a set for more platinum if you have the full set. If you sell it in parts, you guys can generally buy Warframe sets cheaper if you buy them, you know, just individual parts, but it takes longer. So there's a thing that's kind of like known around the community called a luxury tax. And it's, you know, basically you're allowed to charge a little bit extra for a full set because you're saving people the trouble of having to collect it piece by piece. You're basically giving them the whole set all at once, which increases its value. It makes it more valuable. The trade itself is more valuable because you're giving them the full set. So you can charge a little bit more for those. So he says 65p, and I'm just going to say, I don't know, no thank you. 100 is lowest. I'll go. Alright, for Valkyr. Oh, actually, screw that. I don't actually want to sell the Valkyr set because after Necro, she's the next one to get vaulted. So I even messed that up, and this is just another point that I'm making, you guys. It's like, when you're in trade chat, there's loads of reasons. Like, I just messed up, and I actually didn't mean to want to sell him the Valkyr set. So if he responds to me, even for 100, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it to him for 100 just for the sake of the video, make him platinum. But for the most part, I'd rather hold on to the Valkyr set and just keep holding on to her till way after she's been vaulted and then sell it for a lot more down the road. Because it's more profitable that way. I mean, I know I'm still going to be playing Warframe years down the road, so I'm going to hold on to this sort of stuff. It's like an investment. It's also the best way to make platinum, is if you know you're going to be playing Warframe for a long time, then collect sets, hold on to them for a while, wait for a while after they're vaulted, and then sell them. Like, it's so easy to make a lot of platinum if you're on that kind of game plan and stuff. So I'll post this message again, which, by the way, is want to sell Rhino 600, Ember 600, Loki 600, Frost 500, Mag 500, Vauban Prime 400, Saren 400, Trinity 300, Mirage 200. You can see a lot of these are a stretch. Like, I'm intentionally doing that on purpose, just for the sake of making sales. Here, want to buy Rhino Prime 400 plat. We'll sell for 500p. Lowest I'll go if you can't find anyone else. Alright, so I'm trying to be friendly here, so it's not like I'm just being a trade chat shark. So, you know, lowest I'll go if you can't find anyone else. So that extra message right there is just kind of like a, you know, hey, I'm not trying to be rude, you know, but whatever. If I want, I can buy it for 80 in Warframe Market. And that's another thing. This is one thing that annoys the hell out of me, is that you guys look at that. Well, if I want, I could do it at Warframe Market, and you know, like you reference these websites like you know that's the end all be all. But when I see people do that, it just makes me realize that like you don't fully understand trade chat yet. Like you haven't gotten to the. You guys understand trade chat when you don't need these websites, when you don't need to go to them, and you just understand how things should be priced. And I'll help you out a little bit here. Before these websites ever were in existence, this is what it actually like looked like. If you had a and again, the websites don't, you know, like anyway, before the websites were in existence, this is what it looked like. If you wanted to buy something that was a common part, that could be sold for anywhere between 15 and 25 on average, depending on what depending on what the part was. So 15 to 25 plat. If it's an uncommon, it's anywhere between 25 and 35 plat. And if it's a rare, it's 50 platinum or more. And then these websites came around and just totally screwed the whole rare parts being 50. But that doesn't change the fact that there are loads of people that are not actually using these websites, that have been around for longer, that understand how this stuff works, and are still making trades like I'm trying to teach you guys in these videos. And showing you guys how much stuff is actually, you know, could be worth. So that's how you can kind of value stuff. And again, it's very general. A lot of the times, 90% of the time, the prices I just gave you stand. Like, those are good prices. You know, you can go by that 90% of the time. The other percent of the time, it maybe the part's just not that popular. Maybe people don't want it that much. Maybe it's loaded. Maybe the game is just filled with it. And it's super easy to get, so people aren't going to spend the normal price. But 90% of the time, when you guys are pricing stuff out, the commons are anywhere between 15 to 25, uncommons 25 to 35, and rares are 50 platinum or higher. So that's kind of a good way for you guys to really see, like, or kind of figure it out without relying on these websites. Which, by the way, I understand the websites were created with good intention, but what I hate most about the websites is the websites leave it up to the communities. The websites leave it up to the community. And the community is majority new players. Majority, any game you ever play, majority of the people that play it are casual players. They're not trade chat, you know, grinders like you know, myself and other those of you that might be watching the video. So when everybody goes to these websites, they're looking at all these people that aren't leaders. They don't know how to have, you know, like they haven't learned how to price things, and they're just seeing what everybody else is posting for on those websites. So they'll see like 20 people wanting to sell something for 20 plat, and they'll go, oh, okay, so I guess it's like 20 platinum. So I'll put 20 platinum there as well. And then that just adds to it. It just adds to all the people that see it for that price and think that's what it goes for, but it's a whole bunch of casual players following casual players that never learned how to do the trade chat or price stuff out. And that's why whenever people say something like, oh, well, according to this website, you immediately lose all credibility with me or anybody else in the game that like knows what they're doing. All credibility is lost when you reference one of those websites and say, well, this is how much it's going for on the website. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it irritates me. I like the websites I know, again, were intended with good, were created with good intention, but the way that they left it up to anybody to just throw prices in and stuff like that has really screwed a lot of the game. So the websites need a serious rework. And just honestly, they need to be created just completely different. I don't know anybody personally that has a lot of time where we could, you know, like create a brand new website that I could send you guys to that's run very different than the way that these current ones are. I don't know anybody that's good with coding or anything like that specifically that has the time to make this happen sooner than later. Otherwise, I would be down for that. I would be down to helping out make a whole new website that's just a lot better, a lot cleaner, there's a lot less junk going on and stuff. Hello there, how's your day going? Cringe. Zog, it's going great, man. You're probably gonna wind up in this video, and actually the video's been going on for a while, but for the most part, we totally answered Libby's question here, and the point of this video is really just to show you guys that, like, you know, like, a lot of times I'm in trade chat. If you guys noticed by the timestamps in the previous videos that, you know, I edit that stuff out. When I get messages that people don't want my stuff or I get ignored, it happens. It's totally normal. You got to have a very thick skin for being in trade chat because you deal with a lot of little kids that you wouldn't be surprised how young some of these kids are, but, you know, they're just really nasty little bastards. Their parents need to smack the crap out of them because listen, you're a bad kid, you need to be punished. But anyway, point that I'm getting at is like, just because you see somebody in trade chat doesn't mean they're an adult, doesn't mean they're intelligent, definitely doesn't mean that they deserve to be here. But don't just go and assume everybody in trade chat knows what they're doing. A lot of times, most people in trade chat don't know what they're doing because they're relying on these websites. They haven't learned how to, you know, basically price stuff out and figure it out for themselves. And by the way, that's just for sets that I went over. There's mods, there's a lot of other things for you guys to learn, but it's something you learn over time. It's something you learn from the veterans that are good at trade chat. Like, it's like you guys, you put the time in and you'll learn it, you know? It's not something you just know. How to be good with trade chat and all that sort of stuff, which is why we're doing these videos. But anyway, I'm gonna right now throw the other clips into the video that I had taken out of some of the other times I tried to record this, just to kind of get the video over and end it. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having an amazing day, amazing night, whatever time it is. Remember, wrap it before you tap it. Love your faces, and into the new clips. You seeing my message in trade chat, right? Should I take out unranked in my message? I'm not seeing it posted here. And yeah, take out unranked. Just do it. Want to sell unranked, transient forward 2 green bullseyes. Yeah, just take out unranked. It's a waste of space. It doesn't matter. I mean, you guys should always already assume it's unranked. So yeah, just totally take it out. Alright, I don't even know why. Hey, I just wanted to say I love your streams and vids, and good luck with the Prime collecting. Moving into Hydroid Prime early so that I have load anyway. Good luck with the Primes, videos, and streams, dude. You have been playing for an hour. Please don't forget to take a break. Oh my god, how long have I been recording for? 18 minutes. Alright, you guys, we're going to end the video here. But anyway, oh, fudge! Oh, I meant to respond to him. I'm sorry. I meant to respond to you. You were awesome. Thank you for that. You kick butt, and that totally was my bad. Hopefully you see this and you understand that I didn't mean to just ignore you flat out. That totally wasn't intentional.